Getting the back winds off of this pickup again. Let's see if we can. I'm trying to get it on the. Oh, we missed it, huh? Oh man, I forgot we could just go live with this thing at the click of a button. I'm not used to that. On the other channel, it's not set like that. I want everything set up. I want the right screen on. Doesn't matter. I think this thing has been rotating if it didn't drop earlier. And we're down in, I don't know. I'm down near the Pocosi town on the north side of it, feeling these winds. So I don't know what the history of it was. I just now noticed it. Seen the cloud over there and felt the wind. It snapped me out of it. I've been trying to work on my bike all day so we can get to this first UCO game and save gas money. 70 mile per gallon China bike. I'm cool with that. But I think it's recycling. See, look. If we can get this to switch. Maybe to. Alright, see, there's the wind off this thing, and I need to go back. The reason that wasn't working is because I'm on the full screen. Alright, so still working on Facebook and YouTube. I think we can get the Facebook going, but it's just this storm. Let's do it. Sorry we're late on it. Move past the metro, or move past our local radio area here. We're trying to hit the I-40 areas right here. You know, like from Shakota to Salisal. I don't know. We're trying to make sure that we're over that limit. They'll allow us to have a spot, which would be cool. We don't want to interfere with anybody in Oklahoma City. But we're only going a few miles, folks. We need a low power license, and that's what we're working towards. Filing window was a while back, and it was limited. I think it was just a few more years. They plan on doing another one, I thought. But either way, we're online until they shut down the internet. Everything on the radio broadcast is downloaded. The stream is offline because I think we got kicked off of the server we're using. We tried to upgrade to unlimited listeners, and it never works. So we keep sending them a message. We haven't got the refund yet. So we're already moved somewhere else, and we're trying to get that going right now. We're actually trying to get a webcam hooked up so Kick will work, because Kick can handle a lot, like 50,000 plus viewers, without it bogging down on our end, and be able to reach countrywide people. Well, we ought to hear this wind, folks. It just cooled off. It's blowing southeast. A decent 5 mile, 10 mile an hour wind gust here, probably. And we're down here. So up there, it's pretty windy. See if we can do this. Hope I clicked the wrong one, folks. Yeah, it has a rotation. I've been it earlier, folks. That side right there was spinning. We're trying to, I don't really want to ask for donations, and we can't get these sponsors working until we get it. But really, the thing is, it's a trust issue. I hope that's not. See, they put this big red thing here, which fooled me. It's not coming up as a mesoscale discussion. It's a red polygon. See, it does nothing. What is this red polygon? Oh, it is a mesoscale. So I think it's going to ramp up as it goes into Arkansas. As it crosses the line, we might cover it to help advertise the regular broadcast since it's offline. YouTube will ban us immediately. Kick has a manual thing, which we got by with a low 32 quality free stream from somewhere else. But they capped the listeners. Like, I'm willing to upgrade for listeners, but so far, like, I can't find a fair deal. Once you upgrade and do this, it's like copyright comes in. It's like, we want to handle all the rights to all the music. I don't want to have to pay my own thing for the rights and then pay you guys for the rights. I'm not doing it for the hours. It shouldn't work that way. It should be one stream, covers it all. And then the FM stream we get later, we'll have to get that too. I can't be capped because this is not one of those it's not necessarily just a community broadcast. It literally applies to everybody, to all small communities. I encourage you to put Part 15 transmitters up or anything like that right now. Part 15 is legal. You can put them up all around town in multiple neighborhoods as a backup way to have this broadcast repeated. People can just do it at home or in the car and then get a low power license and repeat this broadcast because this affects every small community everywhere, and we're trying to reach them all. But, of course, with local programming, we interrupt for live local stuff. Or we throw in, which kind of we do it countrywide, but especially here lately, since we want to get local transmitters, the local corruption, and the people that are stopping it. We kind of bring light to that too. But look, bro, dead serious. This might end up being something that turns into like an Air One like affiliate program. So for people saying that they kind of are interested in something like that there, and I need to get away where they can. No one's doing the programming exactly like I'm doing, and that's why we are getting canceled everywhere, banned. The FCC said free speech. We're online anyway, so we need somewhere that honors and respects that. Like, we're online. It's a non-monetized broadcast. They want to meet the requirements of like a low power or non-profit or something, you know. Can't really do a non-profit because they're forbidden to talk about these topics. Now that I'm like, man, what should I do? I keep getting these videos. It's the Lord telling me, not a 501c, not a 501c. You won't last a day. But yeah, we need some help. I'm going to try to get camera connected today over there if we can find it. Get something connected to the Wix, which is our computer, and to the Kick. I'm sorry, the Kick seemed to be okay. Maybe we can have a talk with the people at Kick. I was like, come on now, I need people need this. You will get like a majority of the country continuously. You get all the talk, like, come on, we do all the topics. It's not just nothing, you know, personal. Now the sun's back out. This thing must be moving pretty fast, folks. Must be moving pretty quick. Anyway, I don't know if it's gonna do it or not, but we're gonna go like this and switch it back over. We apologize that we had that going, but we should have had it going. We got it going now. So they put a message scale discussion for their storm and the storm's path in Arkansas. So yeah, check that shit out. And we'll keep it out. It's gonna be heat elsewhere outside of the storm. If you're in the storm, you get a cool breeze. Now's the time to go outside and enjoy it. If you can stay out of the rain in this rotation here, folks. We're going to be tracking that. Come a little late. Don't know what happened. We got a storm mystery and get contact up. We're trying to scramble to get things relocated to a property. We finally got some properties for our main site. I don't want to rent or do any borrowing or any, you know, everybody always finds out and they take a listen and they're like, oh, I don't know. The majority is awake. What do you mean? You want people to come back into your establishment? Well, they're awake and y'all aren't, you know. You want people to come back to your church. I got that information that they hid from us. If you're not at this level, if you're not a conspiracy theorist pastor like the ones we have inside the playlist on the live stream that are all over TikTok, speaking out against these things, or at least allowing their congregation to be aware and know, and the knowledge not to participate in it, because the book said not to participate in this stuff. So anyway, if you want to check that out, folks, save the website listen live link. We'll be back on to sometime today or tomorrow. We tested the Kick, but we had to log into another computer to do it, right? The main computer, so we're not streaming somewhere and then trying to get a crappy, because they're all Jewing us. Israel is taking over all the AI, but they're also taking over all of the encoder streaming companies. All the free ones have gotten shut down, and they're putting all these restrictions and copyright bots and everything, and guideline strikes everywhere. It's weird. The top two are in Israel, based in Israel. The top two that people use, which is Caster FM which we used, and probably wouldn't mind if they left us alone. Clearly, they're not doing to continue. Yeah, but I would like to find something unlimited, no hourly cap, no time cap, unlimited listeners. But for how long can they listen at a time? How many hours of listening time? You see what I'm saying? They're doing all this stuff for online for what YouTube does for free if you don't have copyrighted stuff. I can have a 24-hour. I've ran this for days. You know what I'm saying? You can look some of the live streams. 23, 24, 64. You'll see a lot of hours on one stream, folks. I'm just saying. Good luck trying to rewind that to anything. That's going to take a while unless you got good Wi-Fi. But look, bro, we need all the help you can get getting the truth out. The majority believes it. The majority is convinced. Hell, Flat Earth and Dragons literally is like the two hardest conspiracies when I see people debating them online, folks. And even that, the majority convinced, well, what if it is flat? Which we're not, I mean, it's brought up. There's science behind it, but that's not the point. And it's all religions believe in it, but that's just one example. They lied about every single thing. You guys were aware, but one way to fix the problems is admitting there is one and constantly reminding yourself problems, or tuning into the solution, right? Like you gotta constantly be, oh, it's getting worse. They did this. We gotta know what we're fighting. You know what I'm saying? The first rule of war, right? The art of war, right? Like you gotta know what the hell? You gotta know your enemy, man. And the only way you can do that is by tuning into this broadcast. You'll know exactly who it is. You'll know exactly who they're projecting it on, and you'll know exactly who is participating and who is not. I mean, even if it's your own brothers and sisters or neighbors, the police in your town, whatever. Who is just going along still after COVID, right? Most people kind of got that jab in the side from God, like, you know, God's elbow just stabbed you in the rib and cracked it. And you're like, oh shit, he's trying to show me something. This is ridiculous. The science kept changing, and now the science, then it was settled, and then now the science pleads the fifth. The science was settled, then it kept changing, and now the science pleads the fifth. We got all that information, folks, so they kicked our stream. The only station to have all the truth clips, the shorts and the clips, where we break it down real fast, in between the music. All truth music from all generations and genres, folks, here in one spot. Now again, not every single view reflects everybody, but this is people in your own group. So if you think it's a racial thing or an offensive thing, then most likely it's on you because all races agree. Like the Nick Fuentes stuff, all races agree. And they pretty much gave every race, except one, except the Jews, the impasse. Now, I'm not calling for anybody to start saying that word, but I want to get that as a deep example about how, like, racism just kind of went away overnight with the file release. It confirmed everybody's suspicion, and I don't care that they're the ones that are racist towards all of us, and they got us to fight each other over little things, and these culture wars and whatnot. So, you know, we actually might have a chance of uniting as a population, but not without something like this, where we can snap out of it and go, yeah, we agree that all this is happening. I don't know why we're fighting each other. This is it. I get so many people say, yeah, we fight each other, but this doesn't make so much sense. Everybody really kind of believes it in a lot of this stuff. Each person has something that they go, that's too extreme, why would they lie? But something else in the list, there's a conspiracy that you probably believe by now. And so the other ones are just validated ones that people are discussing, their opinions both ways, and then what the research shows. So it's the only station that's full-on open discussion. We just keep ripping people's opinions and reactions to things off of TikTok. And everybody's coming to some of the same conclusions on most topics, if not all of them. But again, coming up with the same problem and issue, and then looking to be like the only solutions being suggested are the same solutions. And sometimes they're usually violent ones, but we need to focus on the non-violent ones right now, folks, that most people can participate in. So you can tune into the live broadcast, and again, it'll get banned here, folks. as we're watching this thing spin up. Still spinning. Inflow is like now on the southeast side of it. Still spinning as we're crossing the state line. This thing is moving. But no, for real. You can really... What was I saying now that this thing is kind of straight from my head? But no, literally it's an open discussion. You may disagree with something, but you can't... But, you know, we all are human and we all have the right to exist. I don't remember what I was going to say. But, yeah, we get all the clips. You're able to call in live and disagree. You know, when we got that. Or we had that set up. We're changing to another location. So, let's get everything hooked back in. Preferably, actually, you still can use Google Meet or whatever. You got an email, right? We can still do Google Meet or Video Ninja. However it is. Get you live and recorded. And let's hear your opinion. We'll go live here on the YouTube, live on the online stream, because we don't want the Pirate Act to get us FM. We don't want to do that yet, but we are slowly collecting equipment. One transmitter and antenna down. Still got a little bit of wind coming off this thing. We're back here on the back southwest side of it, but I just wanted to tell people, as we watch this thing move across, that we are aware that free speech and that there's something that everybody's seen for the last 10 years plus, I think even before COVID. It started with, we all thought it was just going to be the little warning. You might fact check that. Fact check. High school, a few years after high school. And then 2019 comes. I mean, I'm getting banned before then. I think I've lost a whole Facebook account before that. It was just before COVID, before we moved. And then, so COVID comes, right? They're banning everything, every topic. Like, I don't know, I guess those topics you probably already get banned for, because I didn't know anything about the Middle East history. But one quote, you know, I shared got me banned, but the other people didn't. I was reaching and they weren't. But I shared someone's post and they removed my account, not the original post. It wasn't re-uploaded. That was Facebook. So I've lost a few of those before, but now they're just, everybody's getting removed. And Facebook is actually back down due to the confirmed, a lot of this has been confirmed, a lot of it's viral. It's back down. Instagram's back down. Clearly the anti-Semitism is off the charts. Like, the whole world's, the comments are full of, whoa, they lied, or we're sorry, Germany, and then what's this mean? Who is this guy speaking? Why is it in English? Like, you know, the translated speeches, that used to not be allowed for like the last 4 generations. And now it's just, Facebook's cool with it. I'm sure they're documented to use it against us and make a list, whatever. And Instagram's cool with it. We all know the ethnicity of the Facebook guy. Zuckerberg. It's always a Berg, Baum, or Schneid, am I right? No, but for real though, folks, they've messaged me that they're wearing my site all the way over there. All the way over there in Israel. Float me along. We'll be on that list. Because ain't no over the airwaves. We got a transmitter to go pirate if it gets too bad. Or if they shut down everything. And the FCC takes a hike finally with the other 3-letter agencies type shit. We'll do it safely. But look, bro. Nobody's put it all together. Every topic, the black cube of Saturn, everything in one spot. You gonna ask these people, they wear it on their head, and you don't know what that is. All of history knows what it is, but you guys still use it? Are the only ones using it? Or the majority of the ones using it? Don't know what the black cube of Saturn is? Do you want to know what it is? Well, I mean, some of you refuse to look into these other things that aren't a part of your religion, but to understand who the enemy is, wouldn't that be pertinent to study? Well, which religions use the black cube of Saturn and why? And where it actually comes from. The Masons do it. 2, that's their voting box, but there's 2 other major, out of the top 3 religions that have the same, and they use it differently. But that's just an example, folks. People get triggered by the content. Well, honestly, the content's supposed to trigger people because it looks like, as we continue to read these files ourselves here, that they've just pretty much admitted, with all the people making songs saying the same thing, like the whole world's in agreement. If you look at the stats and the support for all that, of like the Jesse Wells song, they know that you know the mask are off. We play that song. The mask are off. I don't know. They know that you know that they know. Like, you know, so, and they don't even hide it. They don't care. They're lazy. Like, this is our time. They're just lazy. They're not gonna do a damn thing. And they're putting their feet up. They're drinking their last bit of booze. Low key, they know they're cooked. This is when, I mean, we would have, I don't know. I think 100 years ago, 200 years ago, we want to celebrate the 250, right? But I think we would have, I don't know, came in flipping tables like Jesus did, you know, burned down, whatever. See, I can't, both families fighting violence. But I think we would have went after some PDFs and government a lot back then. I think we would have hung them for a lot less. But now they're openly cannibals. And it's in our food. It's in the McDonald's. It's in the Subway, folks. That's what the whole point of this channel is that this stuff is being admitted. A lot of the stuff, maybe not admitted directly by the horse's mouth, but a lot of it is. If we obsess on a topic like the Jews, that's because they brag about it. That abortion is a religious right for them, or that it's the Jewish culture. It needs to be protected. So I'm just going to say being a hoe is Jewish culture. It needs to be protected. Like, what else? Yeah, because they got to eat something, right? They're cannibals. Holy crap, Batman. We'll just see. Anyway, it's going into Arkansas or north of Alma. We got figure 5. Well, I'm checking. Yeah, that's right where that's at. These 3 spots right here. Mainly one big spot. So again, north of Van Buren, north of Alma. It might go southeast. But anyway, that's the whole point of this project. I appreciate everybody that's been a part of it. And I'm sorry for the people we let down trying to get things going. We're having to relocate. Hopefully you guys understand. And so we got the remote internet, Starlink's in, ready to do the football next year. Hopefully a better announcer. Because the school internet is not doing it. And I spent all the money on everything else, including this radio station. All the stuff we have to pay for to keep it online. The website, everything else. So yeah, we appreciate everybody. No donations, nothing. We're doing it out of our own pocket right now because, yeah, as much as I talk to other people that are either needing to be or that are already 501(c), y'all know who, I don't think it'll work for this. It'll work for you guys. It ain't me, us doing business, ain't gonna be nothing. But me, being a news channel, you can't do news talk as a 501(c). And the ones that are signing NDA, I mean, it's part of it, that you can't hit certain topics in a certain way. Completely irrelevant whether that certain way is misinformation or not. But we don't want to do that. So that's where we was headed with that, and I don't have a reliable board of directors anyways that wouldn't get compromised for money, but no honeypots. But anyway, yeah, Charlie Kirk created this. No, I'm just kidding. Like, the people before him, actually, all the way back to Seth Rich, Hillary Clinton. Never forget that guy. I mean, we've been on before that. We covered it live, like, as soon as it happened. But Charlie Kirk, Seth Rich, and then you had the brain fart. Ashley Babbitt, again, they try to like pass things where it's, they're trying to make it where you couldn't say her name. All this stuff. It's like the QAnon people were right. They tried to make it look like a QAnon conspiracy. This stuff was real, even though that wasn't Trump's 3-dimensional chess. It was just people leaking information. But it's all there. They brag about it now, folks. So anyway, yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in. This is going out to viewing area.
Oh, yeah. In this case, I just said, oh no. I had a problem, guys.